Well, this is a little bit exciting because I'm about to christen my TM7. I've had a little bit of a play with the screen and things like that, but I haven't actually cooked. And there are a couple of things I want to make, but here we are. So let me just see if I can get you a little bit closer just to get a bit better look at the screen. It's always hard. All right. Basically, that is the home screen that I have selected, and I will go through this. I think there's probably a better spot for it, so I'll try it somewhere else a bit later on and go through the whole home screen. But what I'm going to make today is the zucchini cheddar slice. All right. But I also know that I need to make 100 grams of rice flour before I start. So I'm just going to go into the mode screen, and there are my scales. And I'm going to weigh in 100 grams. Oh, scales on. Have a look at this. How accurate are they? Unbelievable. Um, all right. So then I finish with the scales. And what I want to do is manual mode. Pop my lid on. And here I'm going to go 10 seconds because I've got some shortcuts down here. And speed. Oops, no, I don't want reverse. I want speed. I'll go speed 8. That's all right. That's fine. And I'll just scroll up. Oh, it goes in halves there to 10. And then I'm just going to hit go. Yeah, new music. All right, so release the lid. So there are no arms on the lid, but it has released the lid now. And I've got my rice flour, which I'm just going to pop into there because I need that bit later in the recipe. I'm renowned for forgetting that to make that. All right, so let's go out of manual mode and let's go into the home. Here we are. So I'm going to start. Just bringing up the recipe. Preheat the oven. I've actually got that happening. Grease and line an oven-proof dish. Well, I'm going to make individual ones in these. So that's done. All right. So it's asking me to weigh in cheddar cheese. So again, if you look at the scales, it says 100 grams. I'm a bit over, but who cares? And then I can tick yes. I've got parsley, I've got basil. They're going in. And then I've got to do the spinach. It's 60 grams of spinach. Go. And it's just going on here, going, yes, you've done that. Next. Pop the lid on. It's asking me to pop the lid on here. And I'm going to grate it. 7 seconds, speed 6. Thank you. All right. Oh, next says actually a large bowl. Well, I'm going to put it in this for the moment because I haven't got didn't get a large bowl out, but there we are. Oh, you see that? I'm very conscious about light here because I had a lot of light on the screen. And of course, I can't find my spatula, so let's look for a spatula. Here we go. So it is heavier because of the insulation, but that also makes it so much quieter too. Okay. Yeah. All right, so there it all is in the bowl. I do need to find a bigger bowl because I forgot. I don't mix everything in the bowl. Okay, zucchini. Now I've got some bits of trimmings here. And I've also got a couple of things roasting in the oven. So what I love about this slice is that you can put in whatever you like. And I had half a potato and a beetroot that was getting a bit soft. So I've actually got that roasting in the oven now because I'll add that in too. This is a bit mushy. We might put that bit in. Yeah, I might make a. I'm going to leave it at 608 because I'm adding those extra bits and pieces in. All right, so I'm going to tick that. I'm going to go next. Great, until zucchini is evenly grated. And it's set the time here, 7 seconds, speed 4. Wow. Still, because we're in, I love it. All right, this will do. Next, transfer to the bowl with the cheese. So I found a big bowl. My zucchini going in. It's just it's actually really cool. So I think it's probably the same, you know, when we heard a TM6 was coming out, we're going, oh, how can you better the 5? But I really felt that very strongly with the 5. And with this, honestly, I know I'm going to probably transition to using this one most of the time, but I love my I've got the limited edition sparkling white TM6, which I absolutely adore. I really love it. That was a consultant only incentive, and I was very lucky to get it. So, well, thankful to you guys actually. And let me just keep going with this, and we'll I'll talk whilst we're going. Okay, next, brown onion cut into quarters. Yep, my onion, and then I'm going to the bacon. Oh, sorry, that's done. So this one. Literally, I'm putting the bacon that was in the fridge in here, which is that. And sometimes I don't do bacon. Some I might even put feta cheese in as well. We'll see. That's done. Next, chop. 3 seconds, speed 5. That's me put the lid on. Off we go. Release the lid. Here we are, chopped up in there. Scrape down the sides. Okay, next. Just sauteing. So it's going to saute. Sorry, you can't see that side. I will improve my location. Actually, I wonder if I just lift up here and you can see. Sorry, really hard to get that, but you might better just see that. Anyway, saute. So 5 minutes, 120, speed 1. Yeah, so you can pop this, you know, as many, just make it whatever you want. As I said, I've got the beetroot and the potato in there, which will end up in this big bowl with everything else. Now, if I want to have a look down, all I need to do is this. So we had the 3 dots and the other ones. So it's saying future step here, add eggs, rice flour, salt, black pepper, and frozen peas. So I need to get my peas out. Then it goes back to the current step. How cool is that? And there was a bit of discussion I saw amongst Thermomix consultants last night about how do I find, and I'm sorry, I'm just looking up, trying to get something up here in the background. How do I find recipes specifically for TM7 on cookie dough. So someone came up with a really good idea, which of course is the best idea, and that is to search for TM7 recipes only. And I did that, and oops, not that. I want to explore my recipes. So what I've actually done is create a collection of recipes, which are, I've just called 7 because it means it's near the top. And what you'll notice as I scroll down through here is that most of them are pasta or rice dishes. That one's not. The turkey tonata looks really good, but there's one that I particularly, look at this, creamy risottata with squash. I think that's a type of cheese, and it must be an American one, that one. Parmesan mini puddings, that took my eye. Creamy chicken and broccoli pasta. This one, spicy chicken with coconut rice. But these are all pasta and rice dishes. And that's because, sorry, not all, most of them are. Okay, but let's just, oh, that one looks good. Chicken basil and roasted red pepper spaghetti. That looks really good. Where's the one I really want to try? This one. So if I look at spicy coconut chicken with coconut rice, looks so good. 6 portions. And what we're going to do is you do a whole lot of cooking, but we've got open cooking. So with the TM7, you can cook without the lid on. This is during speed stir. And we've got rice cooker mode here, I think, with open cooking as well. And looks such a good recipe. I'm so tempted. I might have to try that on the weekend. But if we just look at a really basic pasta here, creamy chicken, it's got all that. And then we've got the open cooking. So cook for 4 minutes, gently press the spaghetti down with your hands or spatula, and then cook the time indicated on the package of your pasta. So I think that's the only trick with this stuff, is that we need to practice our pasta and be consistent with the pasta that you actually use, rather than just going for different things all the time. So that's going to be my little exercise. I'll have to make some. I'm not big on pasta, but I will actually try some gluten-free pastas in here and see. I generally have zoodles, which makes that TM6 bundle such a great buy at the moment. But yeah, it's generally, oh, I've got little bits of steam coming up over here. Let me just stop. Oh, it smells so good. Can you see that steam? Okay, that's coming up out of the lid here. And I've got little red lights on there. You'll probably just see it better there. It actually reflects as a light on the rear of the screen here, and that actually turns red. So it actually is more graduated. So it's green, then orange or amber, and then red. So you can see the temperature, which is really cool. And there's another thing which you may be able to see just under the bowl here. There's a little line that's going around showing, as well as the countdown with the time, it's a countdown with this green button too. Just getting my peas. My eggs ready, salt and pepper. So it's funny when you're in somebody else's house, just trying to find things. I could not find rice. I can't find baking powder because there's another thing I was going to make, prosciutto and sun-dried tomato muffins, which savory. I just need some lunch things for the freezer. Couldn't find baking powder. What was it? Something I was looking for the other day. Couldn't find either. So here we go. Done. All right, next. So it's got to wait for the lid to release. Oh, it has released. Silly me. Don't have to wait. It's very different to the other one, isn't it? So 5 eggs are going in. So I've broken my eggs into this bowl and they're going to go in there. Done. My rice flour that I made before. That's done. Oops, put that one over there as well. My salt. That's done. The pepper. That's done. And frozen beans. Again, took me a few days to find scissors. 100 grams of frozen beans. Okay. Next, add reserved grated cheese mixture. Okay, so that's all going back in there. Next, oh, that's done. Next, extra virgin olive oil. Where's my olive oil? Here we go. 80 grams. Tear. Oops, a bit more than 80 grams. And I put that on the screen. I've been very cheeky. I haven't taken my protective cover off yet. All right, that's done. Next, combine 6 seconds speed 4. Okay, and I'm just going to grab, these are my roasted veggies, so I'm going to mix them in. As well. So, let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Should keep that there. This is the thing, not knowing where things are. Okay, let's have a look. I've got a spoon here. That's the other thing. I don't think they have curries, and I've greened their spoon a bit. Right, I'm just going to scoop up these roasted bits and add them in. Actually, what I could do, forget that. I'm going to bring my tray over here with my things on here. I'll put some of those roasted bits into each tray, into each container. So I've got a bit of beetroot and a bit of potato in each one. Extra in that one. I love these sorts of things because they're so good for using up things that are sitting in your fridge. And you just have to get a little bit creative sometimes to do that. But, you know, they say 1 in 5 bags of shopping ends up in the bin. Well, really try not to make that happen with us. Oh, God, it's hot. Comes straight out of the oven, Mandy. Of course it's hot. That's very hot, that bit. Didn't cut that very well. And just grab a bit of potato back for that one. And a bit of beetroot back from here with this one. Oh, beetroot over there. Beetroot over there, and beetroot over there. So everything, oh, that one has not been potato. Okay. So now I'm going to, this is my mixture. I'll only do a couple. You don't need to see me do all this. All right, so I'm going to keep going with that. And then what I'm going to do is come to the cooking center, which is up here. And there's my timer. And I'll set the time there and pop them into the oven. And I will show you the result. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's just a slightly different thing. Bigger screen. Very easy to follow. I think with everything a little bit, be a bit clunky to begin with, but yeah, bit of fun. Let me know if you want a demo.